Wow. I hope this isn't as loud as all the music we were listening to earlier. I noticed the teleprompter says Johnny Harris remarks, and it's totally blank. So bless y'all for that. I wasn't expecting that. I want to say a personal thanks to Deborah and to Jono and to Anna and to Sonny and to Wynn, her husband, and our daughter Wendy, who's not here, because they did put up with me for a long time, and I hope they have a lot longer time to put up with me. I just want to take a minute, and as I look back on the discussion that Carol Gray and I had about the creation of this award, yes, 1990, Carol Gray and I created the Citizen of the Carolinas Award. I never dreamed that I would one day be a recipient. I never dreamed that I could drive down to Spartanburg and talk Roger Milliken, affectionately known as Big Red, into coming up to Charlotte to receive an award. The only way we were able to do that, as many of you know, he wanted Lufthansa to start flying to Greenville, South Carolina, but they had to come through Charlotte, and that's how we got our first overseas flight. But to be associated with the list of previous winners is truly an honor, and I want to thank the Charlotte Chamber for my selection. Now, looking forward, I realize there's much to be done in this city, in this state, and in the region. I was raised, as you heard, by parents who embraced the old Presbyterian axiom, leave it better than you found it. I pledge to you as members of this great chamber my continued involvement in the job of making this area great for all the people who live here. So now I want to give you several suggestions for you to consider as we move forward. Hang on. Number one, I want you to find a way to build an express rail service between Charlotte and Atlanta, funded primarily by private sector funds like the Bright Line Rail project that will soon open between Miami and Orlando. The parallels between these two submarkets are amazing. It's too long to drive and too short to fly in both instances. The possible addition of service from Charlotte to Raleigh would truly create, in the two states of North and South Carolina, a massive economic driver centered on the east coast of this great country. The population served on the train from Miami to Orlando is 8.5 million people. The train from Charlotte to Atlanta would service today 8.2 million. The parallels are unbelievable. Private investment is funding the vast majority of that rail service. It is an unbelievable opportunity. No other geographic area in this country meets the same criteria as Charlotte to Atlanta does. So think about it. I want you to protect our airport for the years to come, keeping it low cost, let the professionals on site run it, and connect it to our thriving uptown by light rail. The people in the future, thank you. That's a great idea. It's not my idea, but it's a great idea. People in the future want to roll a bag off an airplane and in the front door of their Center City hotel. I want you to encourage our leadership in the Triangle to connect Raleigh, Durham, and Chapel Hill by light rail, three of the greatest educational and research institutions in this country, connected not just academically as they are now, but economically by light rail for all the people of the Triangle and the state of North Carolina to utilize. There would be no place like it in our country. You notice I did not mention NC State or Duke, but now I will mention Chapel Hill. I want you to know that. I want you to help the state commit a significant portion of real dollars in the state budget to improve higher education and reevaluate our university system. That includes moving general administration from Chapel Hill to Raleigh to be closer to state government, thus improving their communication. I want you to help us evaluate the location. There's no better place than Charlotte to help do this, to help evaluate the location of new medical campuses in both North and South Carolina. Large number of patients drive the development of research hospitals. Charlotte, Asheville, the upstate of South Carolina must be properly evaluated by the healthcare service systems in the two states. I think they're doing it right now, but encourage them and support them as they do it. And then finally, it's imperative on us, all of us, to create jobs and opportunities for people regardless of their background. We need to make an effort to address those people who feel economically disenfranchised by the system, have no housing alternative or a way to make a living. Doing so will lower the potential for the civil unrest we experienced last year. A fully employed population creates a happy, safe community. And I know you'll all be happy to hear this, but I have one closing thought for all of us that call the Carolinas home. Remember, when we're moving forward in this region, diversity must and will become our strength. Thank you for this great honor, and I deeply appreciate it.